And another blisteringly stupid move, the DNC is now getting anti-choice Democrats. And their reason is, hey, we just got to win back. We just got to get Democrats in there. Wait a minute now. If they're pro-lifers, they're not Democrat, right? Like, I thought the Democratic Party was the pro-choice party. They're so dumb. They're so misguided. And they are becoming, they're already the Republican Party. But now they're just going to get rid of pro-choice and pro-gay marriage just because they'll do anything to not become progressive, to not let progressives take over the party. Anything. It's mind-numbing. The good news is that some Democratic loyalists and neoliberals and some, like, I've seen on Twitter, like, some big Hillary supporters and women are like, hey, fuck you. Like, this is the one thing that made you different. The Democratic Party was just pro-choice Republicans. That's all it was. Pro-choice, pro-gay marriage Republicans. That's like the only difference. And now they're getting rid of that. It's bewildering. Here's this idiot who said this. The chairman of the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee, the DCCC, has angered progressives for pledging his support of anti-choice Democratic candidates. Representative Ben Lay, a Democrat from New Mexico, said in an interview with The Hill, there is not a litmus test for Democratic candidates. As we look at candidates across the country, you need to make sure you have candidates that fit the districts, that can win in these districts across America. Since you won't adopt progressive policy, you won't help the workers, you're now going to abandon the pro-choice people? Like, all those women that were, I'm with her, you're losing them. They're the only ones you have left. What are you doing? All those resist Trump people are going to be like, fuck you, man. It's unbelievable. Luan emphasized the DCCC's major focus is to get more Democrats in office. Again, no policy. Just, we got to get the big D's in there. We got to get we got to get it blue. But who are these Democrats? What do they stand for? What are their policies? What is their past record? Oh, they're anti-choice? They're pro-lifers? What? To pick up 24 seats to get to 218, that's the job, he said. We need a broad coalition to get that done. We're going to need all of that. We have to get a big family in order to win the White House back. Well, I have a suggestion there, my friend, to get a big family. Why not include progressives? You know, that giant section of the Democratic Party that you completely alienated by cheating Bernie Sanders and then running a shitty campaign that had very little progressive policy. It only had just enough to keep progressives in line. Why don't you do that? Oh, you can't. You're the DNC. You're too goddamn dumb to do it. And then here's some tweets. And according to The Hill, the DCCC is going to continue to fund candidates that oppose abortion. One woman wrote, you guys are doing it wrong. Somebody else, a woman, loved the expectation that Democratic candidates support public health good and believe in women's bodily autonomy as a litmus test. One woman wrote, totally unacceptable. A comic that I know, Lori Kilmartin, was like, I'm done with you if you do this. It's unbelievable. Back in May, our good friend Nancy Pelosi said the Democratic Party should welcome candidates who abort abortion rights. Here's what Pelosi said in the Washington Post back in May. I grew up a very devout Catholic family, fiercely patriotic, proud of our town and heritage, and staunchly Democratic. Most of those people, my family, extended family, are not pro-choice. You think I'm kicking them out of the Democratic Party? So you're not kicking out them, but you'll kick out progressives. You'll block them from voting in the primary. Okay, yeah. This is great. Pelosi's comments came shortly after former presidential candidate Bernie Sanders and DNC chair Tom Perez backed then mayoral candidate Heath Mello in spite of Mello's anti-choice legislative background. Their comments in support of centrist candidates sparked rage in many on the left, and the sentiment continues to do so. I see why a lot of people are just bailing on him. Narrow Pro-Choice America National Campaigns Director Mitchell Stiles said that the DCCC's most recent comments about supporting anti-choice candidates show a major weakness in the organization. Pro-choice organization is saying this. Throwing weight behind anti-choice candidates is bad politics that will lead to worse policy. Yeah, what do you expect when these dipshits get in there? Like, how can you have gender equality if you don't have reproductive freedom? How can you do that? It's unbelievable. There's your Democratic Party, gang. That's what they're for. If you have any questions, we keep asking this question on this show. Is the DNC going to figure it out? Are they going to turn around? Many of you are already like, Graham, no, bail on them. I'm done. More evidence. Bail on the DNC. They're done. Don't give them a penny. Don't give them any money. Don't listen to their bullshit. If there are real progressives running as Democrats, get behind them. But the party on the whole, forget it. They'd rather take pro-life people. What's next? It's just like, hey, man, I know the guy's a serial killer, but he's not a pedophile. So what? Okay, they keep thinking this is their only option. This is more going to the center. Everyone has been saying don't do this. FDR said don't do this. Harry Truman said don't do this. Ralph Nader has said don't do this. And what do? Oh, we got to go to the center. We got to appeal to these people. No, fuck that. Fuck that. It shows they have no spine. They have no nothing. The DNC, the Democratic Party, stands for nothing. What happens when they get 218 seats back? Then what? Do we then overturn Roe v. Wade because now there's a majority of people that are anti? Like, what are you trying to do? It doesn't make any sense, and it's ridiculous. And it's good to at least see some neoliberals and diehard Democrats going, what are you talking about? It's good to see that, because maybe those folks, we need, as we've talked about, we need people on the left to wake up. The neoliberals and everybody else, we need them to wake up to how bad the Democratic Party is. Versus, oh, Russia stole the election. No, it's crap like this that helped them lose the election. So, thanks for supporting the show. The Patreon link is below, guys. Posting more bonus content, and you get to suggest articles, so please, I will email everybody. It's past the first of the month now. What your article suggestion is for the month. If you're at the $5 level, at the $10 level, you get bonus video. Thank you for supporting the show, everybody.